Total Drama World Tour, Season 3 of one of my favorite shows of all time. I grew up watching the original first 3 seasons, and I'd say I fell in love with World Tour the most. And one reason for that is all the songs that they have the contestants sing each and every episode. So today, I'm going to rank those songs. But before I start, I want to go over some rules here. I'm not just ranking the songs on how catchy they are, but also on the context and animation in the episode during the song, as well as the lyrics and their meaning towards the overall story. But of course, I'll definitely be prioritizing the actual music part and catchiness of the song. So yeah, not only will I be ranking the songs on how catchy they are, but also how unique or appealing they are during a watch through of the season. So without wasting any more time, let's start with my least favorite song. Sierra's German Song. Now, I'm not going to say that the song is bad, because it's really not. It's just so much shorter than every other song during the season. So it doesn't even seem fair to really rank it with the other ones. So that's really the only reason it's this low. But all right, Blainerific. Now that I listen to the song more and more, it's kind of growing on me, to be honest. But I'm still going to have to put it down here just because it's so annoying. And Blaney as a character is annoying. Even if I do like her character, she's still just annoying. And there's also a couple pauses in this song that kind of interrupt the music, But this song and the next song could definitely swap. And the more I talk about it, the more I want to swap them. But to be honest with you, I'm simply too lazy to do it. But, with the interruptions and the annoyingness of this song, I have to put it this low. But let's just move on to probably the obvious next choice.
A little Chinese lesson for you.
All right, a Chinese lesson. So during the actual episode, this song is split into multiple sections. Each section of the song ends with the contestant who's about to be eliminated from the challenge, as they sing about how gross the food is or whatever. But I just don't like how long it feels, split between each section. It feels unnecessary almost. It's definitely unique compared to every other song in the season, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's good. I do like the choice of having the contestants, meditating almost as they sit in the sky waiting for their meal. And I guess it's definitely funny. It's definitely humorous in the way that the contestants are just not looking forward to eating this food that Chris is serving them, But other than that, this song is really... it's definitely low on most people's rankings, so at least I know that this isn't a controversial choice. My favorite part of the song is probably Sierra at the very end, and that's not really saying much, to be honest.
You might think I know it all, and maybe I'm headed for...
All right, now before I even say anything about the song... You guys gotta know that Harold is one of my favorite characters in the series. But this song here is not that good, in my opinion. Harold is definitely a skilled rapper, all right? But this is not his greatest showing, to be honest. There is a song later where Harold's rap kind of carries a little bit. It makes the song much better. I'll give it that. But this song could have done better. I really don't know what he means when he says that Lashana is changing his molecular structure. That's a little sus, Harold, but you do you, buddy. I honestly don't really know what else to say about this song. A lot of the Aftermath songs seem to place low on other people's lists, and this song is no different for me, as well as the next one. Spoiler alert, but yeah, let's just move on. Okay, sisters. Now, again, Lashana is definitely one of my favorite characters in the series. And this song is just, it fits her, all right? It definitely fits her. It's just wholly auto-tune, you know, for Lashana here. But other than that, you know, the song it's not that good, you know? It's not bad at all. It's not a bad song in the slightest. It's just, the competition is tough, man. The competition is tough, and this just can't compete with the other songs. It's a low rank. The dance moves are definitely an upside. You know, it's pretty funny watching Harold and Bridget join in. You know. Let's but we can move on. Okay, the gypsy rap. Now, I actually really enjoy the beginning part of the song with Heather and Sierra and Cody. You know, it's just Gwen's rap part, the second half of the song, it really brings it down for me. I see the vision with having her rap. I like Heather's singing at the very end. I also just noticed Courtney does not sing in this song. Cody sang and Courtney didn't, you know?
Keep it down.
Okay, this one is Ein Klein. I'm honestly not 100% sure how to even pronounce this song. It definitely uses an existing, like, familiar beat or, like, music that we can all recognize, you know? I don't know the name of it. It's some Mozart type of music, but it's definitely familiar. This is also the song where Lindsay remembers Tyler. I don't know how she forgot him, but she definitely remembers him in this song. They're definitely probably the funniest couple in the show, so that's definitely not a bad thing. But that's kind of all I really got to say about this song. Tyler yells and causes an avalanche at the very end. Tyler's definitely one of the funniest characters in the show. I wish he had more roles in the songs. All right, we are shearing sheep. This is another like Team Amazon kind of exclusive song. This one expands on Heather and Courtney's kind of like relationship, their like rivalry in the show, with Alejandro and all that. I really enjoy the band scenes with like, you know, Gwen playing the drums, you know, with the sheep crowd. It kind of makes the song, you know, it kind of makes the music video. But there's one big part about this song that just is off to me. It just sounds offbeat. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just misunderstanding the music and it's perfectly on beat. But to me, it sounds offbeat, and that kind of ruins the song for me. But other than that, I mean, that's the only reason it's this low. It's not really bad at all. Okay, Boyfriend Kisser. Now this song is definitely super catchy. I'm gonna be honest about that. It's ironic hearing Heather call Gwen a boyfriend kisser when she kissed Gwen's boyfriend a couple seasons ago. You know, it's a little ironic, but it's funny. One part about this song that I really like is that animation that portrays Courtney as this military general type of person. You know, it has that neat animation, a lot of Gwen killing going on. It's funny. It's unique. I like it.
I springtime.
Okay, so We My Friends. This song feels more of like an upgrade to me from Sierra's German song earlier, like where it's just like mainly Sierra singing. There's definitely a part in the song that has Noah and Owen singing, which is pretty funny. I like that part. But yeah, basically Sierra sings about how Cody broke her heart and chewed it up and spit it out, stepped on it, threw it down a sewer, called it names, and then laughed. It's just a couple times in the song. It's pretty catchy. She loves Paris in the springtime. Honestly, that may be the name of the song. It seems many people call it We My Friends, and many other people call it Paris in the Springtime. I don't know the official name, but this is where I'm placing it. It's another song mainly with Team Amazon or a Team Amazon member singing it. It's pretty common during the season to have a song like that. But, I like it. I don't really know what else much I can say. All right, it's Lovin' Time. Now, this song is catchy. Again, I think for the remainder of the list, these are all very catchy songs. They can easily get stuck in your head. This song is often like paired with Rowan Time, and like a lot of rankings, they count them as the same song. I'm counting them separate simply because I feel like I have more stuff to talk about with Rowan Time. But we're talking about Lovin' Time here. It's about these scarab beetles, it's mating season. Apparently they eat humans, just viciously, completely consume their flesh. It's crazy, but it happens. At the end of this, I say the end of the song, it's more right in the middle of the song. If you think about it, Ezekiel kind of cuts it off, ends the song abruptly, which is the reason Rowing Time exists, and they have to continue in the future. Obviously, this leads me into Rowan Time. Now, the reason why I prefer this one over Lovin' Time is because of the authenticity. It feels like, the contestants are more scared of the crocodiles. They're more desperate in their singing. It makes sense. They're rowing from crocodiles. Their lives are at stake here. I just like the authenticity more of this song. It feels real, like the contestants are actually singing out of desperateness, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's about it here. What's not to love about New York City? Now, the main reason I really like this one is the animation style. I love the simplistic colors. I like Lindsay's unique outfit that she wears. I think the dance break with DJ and Lashana is funny. It's just a very funny song. The lyrics kind of poke fun at a lot of the aspects of New York City. The dirt and grime make every alley shine, says Owen. But overall, it's a very good song. I think maybe this is the song that I have higher than a lot of other people, but I strongly enjoy the animation style. I think it kind of carries the song almost. Still good, though. It's a sea shanty and it's darn catchy. It's fair enough that DJ got caught up in singing the sea shanty, as DJ tries his best to not sing along so he can get himself eliminated from the game, but Heather catches him in the sea shanty. I do think that this is the one song where everybody sings. I think everybody has a singing line in this song. Maybe I'm wrong. This is also when Duncan, or no, Courtney and Gwen think they see Duncan up like on a giant rock, but they didn't, and it foreshadows Gwen's kind of relationship with Duncan. But overall, I think the song is funny. I like how Heather tries to sing and keep DJ in the game by getting him to sing. It's nice.
We're singing as we're falling. Well, some are cannon falling.
Okay, so Chris has now shoved or forced all of the contestants out of a plane. They're all falling to their death. I realize now I am very stupid. I said in the last song that I think that's where everyone sings, but this song exists. So silly me. And the song has more people in it as well on top of that. But regardless, Chris makes them sing after he forces them out the plane. And all the contestants take turns kind of mentioning the things they wish they could do before they die, since they're all plummeting to their death. And then towards the end of the song, all the contestants take turns naming the items or the things that they wish Chris gives them to save them from their fall. And I don't know. I just like the music. I like the song. It's funny, of course, as it should be. I guess I like the pattern they make at the very end with Owen in the center. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of all I got to say about this one. Moving on. All right, so here's another song that has every contestant with a singing role, just to spite me for being stupid. But either way, I think this is the most iconic song probably of the season. I think it might have the most YouTube views. It has a lot of funny parts in it, of course. It has that part with Ezekiel singing in the cargo bay or wherever he's at. I think that's probably my favorite part of the song. I don't know. I kind of like his voice. I think he does a pretty good job in the song. And then I think immediately after that is Noah's "Come Fly With Us, Come Die With Us." Everybody finds that one funny, of course. Noah being a little pessimist like always. This is, being the first song of the season, it really feels like the contestants are kind of like making it up on the spot. I can't think of the exact word for it right now, but it really does feel authentic. Like the contestants don't really know what to sing a lot of the time. I also think it's funny how Duncan and Gwen at the end are acting like they're not going to sing, but earlier in the same song, I'm pretty sure they were singing. I might have to watch it again just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure, I'm not going to be wrong 2 times. I also kind of like how Owen mentions that he hates flying. It's kind of like a callback to his biggest fear in season 1. I like that. I like the attention to detail and consistency in the characters. But yeah, I like the song. It's iconic for a reason. Who you gonna root for? Man, all right. This song, this song just gives me island vibes. It gives me chill, I'm on the shores of Hawaii playing my ukulele type of vibes. I like it, and I like. Here's Bridget and Jeff doing their Hawaiian hula dancing. This is also the song I was talking about earlier when I was talking about Harold's rapping. There's a song later on that Harold's rapping kind of makes it better, and that is this song right here. This song is good enough on its own with the ukulele, but I just love that Harold part. It kind of makes the song more iconic to me. It makes it iconic's not the word. I think I mean more unforgettable. The song's ending is kind of ruined a little bit. Courtney takes the mic, Jeff has to stop the music because people keep singing when they're not trying to. It's funny, for sure. It's just, it's a little disappointing. Wake Up. Now, this is our first song on the list that is from like the final 5 contestants. I feel like the quality of the songs really picks up like drastically after Blanley is eliminated. No offense to Blanley. But yeah, I like the ending, especially here when when Duncan hits that final note. You know what I'm talking about if you've heard the song. I think it's kind of funny how Sierra mentions how, oh, she better sing her before she gets eliminated or whatever, but that rule doesn't seem to be in effect 90% of the time. So, but you know, this is a song where it really feels like Duncan is trying to sing, and it feels like he's trying to participate almost. And I actually enjoy that with Duncan's character, how he begins to grow on the songs. You know, he at the start of the season, he hates the idea of singing so much that he quits the show. But, you know, towards the end, it feels like he actually participates and tries to sing, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's creepy how they stand there and don't even blink.
Strip Them Down, or the Changing Guard mix, whichever title you prefer. I like how both teams in this song decide that they need to force someone to strip the guards down. I especially find Noah and Owen deciding it to be Tyler to be pretty funny, the way they are playing rock, paper, scissors and then point right at Tyler and decide it's him. I also find it kind of funny how Heather says she's allergic to uniforms and that somehow works and she's off the hook. It doesn't have to change the guards. I mean, I guess she still's got her manipulation skills she had back in season 1. But yeah, I really like Courtney's singing right at the very end. It kind of just is a perfect ending to this nice song. And I think it's a funny song. I think it's a good song. I think it's a catchy song. Yeah, this one deserves to be up here for sure.
This show you need to save.
Okay, save this show. Now, the cast is currently stranded in Jamaica, and the Aftermath show has to raise a ton of money to afford the fuel to get them out of there, right? But I really had to put this one super high up because of one line here from Jeff. When he says, Jamaica, they're trapped down in Jamaica, they can't even party. I mean, that's got to be the best lyric in the whole season. Like, I mean, and the rest of the song isn't half bad either. It definitely deserves to be this high up. It's just that one line from Jeff is just iconic, I feel like. It's super funny. Jeff also appears at the end as a floating head, just to end the song on a fun note. I enjoy Jeff's character, and I enjoy Jeff's character in this song as well. Okay, Stuck to a Pole. Here's another Bridget song for the Bridget fans. Bridget went in for a kiss on Alejandro, got her tongue stuck to a pole, and now she is forced to sing. And her singing is greatly affected by her tongue being stuck to the pole, but it doesn't really change much for me. I think it makes total sense. I also appreciate the backup vocals from Team Amazon during the song. I don't know. I think the lyrics are smart to me. I don't know why, but I love it. I just can't put it any higher due to like the slurred singing as well as like the context of the show, since Bridget tried to cheat on my boy Jeff.
I'm sorry.
All right, kicking off our top 10, we have another Bridget song. This one is I'm Sorry. This time she's apologizing to our guy Jeff for the attempted cheating on international TV. I think Bridget's vocals are incredible here, and I'm glad we got multiple songs featuring her voice. Bridget this time is so incredibly, wildly, madly, crazily, oh so completely, infinitely, beyond sorry for her actions with Alejandro. She apologizes to Jeff. She really gets my forgiveness here, to be honest. And it's no surprise that she eventually gets Jeff's as well. I think the best part of the song is definitely just the vocals from Bridget. I think it's amazing. I think her voice actor did an amazing job with this. Her apology for Jeff. She says she screwed up and all this. Jeff is, for the majority of the song, just completely unforgiving. But I think after the song, he forgives her. And after all, like, she is pretty cute when she dances. Jeff says it himself after Bridget says she'll do her happy, happy dance if he gives her one last chance. I don't know. I just enjoy. I love this song, to be honest. I think it's amazing, and I think the vocals are the best part for sure. All right, next up is the Greek Mix. Now, this song is about Duncan and Gwen discussing their interaction earlier. In the background, you can see Alejandro kind of snooping around, trying to get the details on what happened, as well as statues of Tyler and Courtney when Duncan and Gwen are singing about them without specifically stating who they're talking about. In the context of the episode, Gwen isn't forced to sing here, but she does with Duncan anyway, which probably symbolizes a deeper connection between the two of them. Or it could just be Gwen showing empathy towards Duncan, as she also has had to sing many times throughout the season. The ending with Duncan in the Boar Bear's mouth saying it's seriously lame, it always makes you smile, you know? It's a pretty funny little lyric thrown into a song that's about a pretty serious circumstance going on between the two of these characters here. The little love triangle that's being formed. The controversial love triangle of this show. Okay, now, her real name isn't Blanley. Now, this is my guy Jeff's revenge song on Blanley for her horrible actions towards Jeff and Bridget throughout the season. Blanley clearly believes at the start of this that this is going to be a nice song about her. We can see her excitement at the beginning, and clearly it is not. This song is just so catchy, you know. And if it wasn't for just like one other song, this would definitely be my favorite Aftermath song for sure. Jeff exposes many things about Blanley, including the namesake of the song, her real name. It's Mildred. You know, this is definitely Jeff's song of the season, and I think he killed it. All right, great job, Jeff. I'm proud of the man. And here we have Verses, the final song of the season. Harold raps in it. I mean, it does an excellent job portraying the two powerhouse finalists as these like giant tyrants, you know, managing their people to do their bidding. It's a bit of symbolism towards their manipulative play styles for sure. Even if Heather did undergo like amazing positive character development this season, she is still deep down just a good player. She's just good at the game. And I believe this is the only song that Heather is auto-tuned for, which is neat considering how amazing her voice actor was in like the other songs. Like, I don't know. I also really enjoy the animation during this song, like with the two gods erupting from their volcanoes to command their minions, you know, to constructing a giant statue of the other finalists. It's amazing. I think it is a great way. I think it's a perfect way to end the season. All right, next up we have Oh My Izzy, sang by Owen. I'll adjust the elephant in the room here, the art style. I love this style of animation here, and I think it's so unique to the show. I just love it. It's a great callback as well to Owen's storytelling from Island and his dreams and action, you know. In this song, Owen sings a farewell song after he's dumped by Izzy. It's a pretty sad song, especially for anyone who likes these two characters. He misses many aspects of Izzy's character, like her booting him in the Kiwis, which is strange, but to each their own, Owen. Gwen provides backup vocals throughout the song occasionally, which are just the cherry on top to an already amazing song placed right in the middle of an amazing season.
I live.
All right, starting our top 5 now, we have This Is How We Will End It. I love this song so much. It represents how dominant Alejandro has been throughout the entire season, and it also represents his one and only weakness, Heather. She is wedged in a hole under a giant rock, and Alejandro's plan is to leave her behind, end their rivalry in the show as she is cast away. But Heather does not let that slide. No, she convinces Alejandro to dig her up out, save her dignity, and he abides by this. And I think my favorite part of the song might be the silly hand puppet Alejandro has suddenly. And it's distinct personality it's given. I think it represents Alejandro's villainous side. And at the end of the song, the puppet is left behind singing, "But there's a bill to be paid," after Alejandro digs Heather up out of the hole. As Alejandro is not paying the bill, he is saving Heather and continuing their rivalry all the way to the finale.
This game we have played, this is not how we'll end it. There's a bill to be paid. World tour.
Rockin' in Hawaii style, surfing down this magic mile.
Now here we have I'm Winning This Time. Now this is the Aftermath song I was talking about earlier when I was talking about Her Real Name Isn't Blaney. This is my favorite Aftermath song for sure. It's also the final song on this list that includes Courtney. Except for one song that I have at number 1 that I'm sure everybody knows is gonna be at number 1, but you know, throughout the whole season, Courtney has had an incredible voice in all of the songs. She's kind of carried a lot of the songs, to be honest. But here in the episode, Courtney and Harold compete one last time as they race to the bottom of a waterfall. And this song really does mean something to Harold, as it truly is his last chance to prove his might, you know. And Owen forces an injured and clearly immobile Blaney to participate by surfing on her as the camera pans down to reveal it, which was always super funny to me. But, you know, the three race to the bottom in Harold and Owen's last competition in the series as their total drama journeys reach an end. And I think this is a perfect way as a send-off to Harold. I don't know. I really love the song. It's also just super catchy, but I think that goes without saying at this point. But yeah, moving on. All right, in third place, we have Condor. There isn't much to be said about Condor that hasn't been said already by, everybody. It's a fan favorite for a reason. But I do believe that a big part of that is Cody. Because for much of the season, Cody is absent from the songs, or he plays a really small role during them. But in this song, we really get to hear his singing voice, and it's great. I mean, I don't mean to sound like Sierra here, but that boy can really sing, all right? Now, this song takes place as the contestants race to get immunity into the final 3. In the end, Heather receives this immunity after Sierra's baby bird flies into Auntie Heather's hair. I think Heather and Cody's parts in this song follow a really similar melody, while Alejandro and Sierra's parts are more unique verses. You know, Sierra kind of raps almost, it feels like. But, you know, it shows all 4 characters get their chance to shine during this, incredible song. It's a great way to end the final 4 and move on to the final 3 of the season. All right, coming in at number 2, we have I'm Gonna Make It. Now, this song, man. I think it represents the intense rivalry between Heather and Alejandro. just as well, if not better, than Versus does. As they dance on the roof of a train together, they taunt each other as each one believes to get the upper hand. Meanwhile, Cody and Sierra are flying over the competition, as the underdogs in the final race before the finale. The actual song itself is super, super catchy, especially the beginning verses with Heather and Alejandro. I think Cody and Sierra sing for the last time in the season during this song. As they reflect on Cody and Sierra's, mainly Cody's success during the season. He didn't think he was going to make it this far. And also how their friendship has bloomed, towards the end of the season. This is my favorite song during, the final five, when the cast is down to 5 contestants. For many reasons. I just can't help but sing along when I hear this song. Give it a listen, and you guys will understand exactly what I mean. It's hard not to sing along.
They're way ahead, so we've got to go.
Man, where do I even begin about We Built Gwen's Face? I mean, it's so dang catchy. This song will easily get stuck in your head. I believe this is a lot of people's favorites. It's definitely a sort of a parody on Dancing Queen, Everyone knows the song, but I don't know. I enjoy the singing from Team Amazon. I love Team Chris. I love their part of the song. I love the outfits all the contestants wear, the animation, the dancing, Duncan hammering in the final nail. It's a good line. Duncan really feels like he's singing, or like he wants to participate and sing in the song. Cody refrains from participating in the singing, but what's new? But that'll do it. This is my song.